Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jacqueline, the unimportant homemaker, and today let's talk about womanhood. Before Christ, I thought I was such a wonderful person. I stood for the right things. I rejected the right things. I thought I was so smart. I thought I had it all figured out. Well, I knew I wasn't crap, but I also thought I was something special. Funny how that works, right? We know we are no good, but we also know that we are something special. Anyway, I found that as I read the Word of God, I began to see standards forming, standards that were not my own, and even ones I didn't know were a reality until I was confronted with certain situations. For instance, I really thought that I was a tolerant person until I was in an argument with my husband about how I refused to listen to people who belonged to false religions, that I wasn't even interested in anything they had to say. His argument was that I should at least give them an ear. But I said no. They cannot convince me that God is wrong and they are right, and I refused to give them an audience. Up until that point, I had never spoken this way out loud, but I realized that just because someone wants me to do something doesn't mean I have to do it. I am closed-minded. I am not willing to open my mind up to every wind of doctrine, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. I do not have to submit myself to them just because they want to tell their story. I began to understand that I am consecrated and set apart for the Father, realizing that the Lord has indeed isolated me to train me and nurture me in His Word. So I began to live life in a different manner. I began to guard myself, seeking to be nourished up in the words of faith and of good doctrine, holding firmly the word of life. I had become a willing vessel. I desired to be used by God. I desired to be set apart, even if it cost me friendships. I wanted to be trained in His Word as a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. I began to adopt the standards found in the Word, and whenever I came across a hill that I was prepared to die on, I took that to the Word of God as well and searched for His ways and His standards. I began to see that He didn't put me in my home full time for me to busy myself with hobbies, lunch dates, and lounging, but to spend long stretches of time in His Word, on bended knee in prayer and in service to the family gifted to me. He had a purpose for my homemaking, a plan for my sanctification, and He wanted me submissive and compliant to His every command. I am clay in the hand of the potter. My maker is the Lord. Tell me, in what ways have you become aware of the Lord setting you aside for His purposes? Let me know down below in the comments section. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.